7. Well, I'm 100,000 years old, though when you consider that the planet we're standing on is 4.5 billion, it means there's hardly any difference between our ages, is there? A kitten? No, it's not at all that we don't want to bring you a kitten. And we did try. 1913. There I was, 50,000 feet over the Atlantic, trying to control 9 fractious reindeer. And the kittens got into all sorts of mischief. They were meowing and chasing each other's tails. One fell off. Fortunately, we were over the Bristol Channel at the time, but they had to send out a lifeboat to get her, and she got very wet, and the lifeboatmen were very cross. I had to give them a bottle of rum each to make up for it. Still, it made for a good Christmas day. Cookies? Well, only if you feel you can't run to a mince pie. And milk? Well, if that's what you'd want if you were 50,000 feet over the Atlantic, it gets parky up there. A carrot for Rudolph? Yes, please do. We're always grateful for those, because the carrots are what makes his nose glow. It's nothing to do with that silly song from America. It's quite wrong. We had a terrible accident in 1943. We were flying low over Belgium, and we got hit by a Lysander. That's a little aeroplane. Anyway, the sleigh is indestructible, and the reindeer were all right, but the plane was a write-off. And we couldn't really leave the RAF pilot and the SOE agent he was carrying in occupied Belgium, so we took them back to London on the sleigh, and we dropped them off on the roof of the Liberal Club. Goodness knows what they told their bosses when they got back. So since then, we've asked everybody to leave out a carrot for Rudolph, so that anyone else who's using the sky at the same time as us can see his nose at the front, and they know not to fly into us. Toy helicopters. Reindeer hate helicopters. In 1983, we were going to spend Christmas Day with the soldiers in the Falkland Islands, and as we were coming down over Port Stanley, they sent up this Chinook helicopter to meet us. Propellers at each end. Donner and Blitzen took one look at the thing, panicked, bolted, and we ended up in Rio de Janeiro. Now, Jolly, the 4 elves who are going to be coming with me on Christmas Eve are Spindrift, Startop, Snow Crystal and Dazzle. Now, you're going to be staying here to make sure that everything's all right for next year. Yes, it's all very exciting. Tomorrow, we take off from the roof with the 9 reindeer in the sleigh at 3 minutes past 3. And then we fly to Otsioki. Well, actually, it's 10 miles west of Otsioki. It's an airstrip and a depot. And that's where we collect all the presents. And then we fly, long-haul flight, all the way down to New Zealand. And then we start the round. We have to go all the way around the world in 24 hours, faster than the speed of light. There's been an awful accident. Blitzen's trod on Dazzle's foot. Yes, Jolly, that means you can come. Goodness help me. I do hope she's going to be all right. What do you mean Dazzle's gone missing? Gone missing? It's Christmas Eve. Dazzle's supposed to be on the roof harnessing 9 reindeer. We have to fly at 3 minutes past 3. Can't be missing. Have you seen an elf in the shopping centre? Well, it doesn't matter if he was buying chocolates. If you see him again, you've got to say to him that he's got to get back up to the roof and start harnessing the reindeer, and this is from me. Otherwise there won't be Christmas. You've seen Dazzle. Where was he? In the cafe. Do you mean he's had coffee? Elves have very fast metabolisms. If you give them coffee, it lends a whole new meaning to the word hyper. Well, if you see him again, make sure he's back here to do his job. What's that, Jolly? He's back? Oh, thank goodness for that. We're going to be able to fly at 3 minutes past 3 after all. Oh, yes, we have to go now. And a Merry Christmas to you. I'll see you in about 14 hours' time. You won't be seeing me. Bye-bye.